Today, I want to talk with you about faith versus fear. We could say that faith and fear are two sides of the same coin. Some people will say it's impossible to have faith if you're in fear, and it's impossible to have fear if you're in faith. I'd like to say that I believe we can experience both at the same time. When we are going through periods of time in our lives when we are fearful, we can lean on our faith. We can dig inside of ourselves. We can fill ourselves with faith. We can tap into that part of ourselves that understands that we are filled with light and blessing. There is a part of the eternal within each of us, a part of the divine within each of us. So it is possible to have fear, but yet to walk with faith. And what is faith anyway? Let's break it down. Faith is the knowingness that there is something inside of us that clings to the trust and understanding that there is something greater than us. You know, standing in front of a big mountain range, one can understand our real size. It says, I lift my eyes to the mountains. Where does my help come? My help comes from the maker of heaven and earth. What a beautiful image. We stand in front of those mountains and we realize the majesty of the maker of all things. It truly is something phenomenal and powerful. And what is fear? You know, I've heard an acronym for fear. It says false evidence appearing real. False evidence appearing real. So in other words, we're looking at something, we're perceiving that situation in a way that can make us feel like there is no hope. It will make us feel as though we are cloaked with a dark cloud. It's interesting to note that even on the darkest of days, the cloudiest of skies, the sun is always shining above the clouds. Those clouds are temporary, and we don't want to consider a permanence to those clouds. We want to recognize that they're temporary. They're going to blow by with the wind. And the saying goes, this too shall pass. It doesn't say, this too shall stay. So situations in our lives, whether they be happy or sad, come and they go. What we can do is remember that sunshine. Remember the beams of light that shine down upon us, like in a forest, when you see those cloudy beams of light that reach down from the sky to the earth. We know that there is something bigger than us. We know that that's the presence of the sovereign, of the one who's created all living things. That brings us back to a place of faith, a place of trust, a place of hope, and ultimately a place of peace. It's wonderful to take the time to consider these spiritual things. It's such a gift to ourselves to just take a breath and remember how we have the capacity to be incredible spiritual beings walking this human journey. I'm so glad that you stopped by and spent some mindful moments with me. I'm Stephanie Shore, the Rabbi at cybersynagogue.com. I hope to see you next time.